Hi everyone, can you all hear me? Just give me a quick confirmation. Just quickly confirm you all can hear me or not. Hi, good afternoon. Great. People have confirmed they can hear me. Great. So we'll start straight away. We want to do 25 questions minimum today. That's my plan. Uh, Couple of interesting questions from CAT 23. Also, I have taken not too many, but 3-4 questions I've taken. Okay. Rest all are obviously that questions. As usual, I'll give you approximately a minute to start the question, understand it, and then we'll discuss it. First question. Something similar was asked in XAT a couple of years back. So there are two parts to the question. Try and answer both of them. So these are successive percentage changes. What do we know the formula for successive percentage changes? A plus B plus AB by 100, right? When I look at successive percentage changes, it is A plus B plus AB by 100. So if you notice, the main thing in all of them, 1 plus 5, 6, 2 plus 4 is everywhere the same thing happens, which means this, if I multiply them, A plus B plus AB by 100 का logic say. So A plus B, so will come 2Q plus 6 for all of them. So that part is same for 2Q plus 6 for all of them. So that I'm not going to write again. The main thing which will change will only be the last number. Even when I multiply them, AB by 100, that will become Q square plus 6Q plus 6. So even this part will come same for everybody, for all the 5 employees. So what is the only thing which is going to change? Only this number is going to change. यहाँ पे it will be plus 8, यहाँ पे it will be plus 9, यहाँ पे also it will be plus 8, and यहाँ पे it will be plus 5. Let's see if everybody understood what I'm saying. No need to do anything. In fact, we're not doing any calculation. This is just to explain to you. Pratmesh, did you understand? ये सबका जरूरत ही नहीं था. So I just took, in fact, this ये 6 extra. For F, there is extra plus 6. For G, it is 8. For H, it is 9, and so on. Now let's understand. So basically, now if you see what is happening is that everybody is having a different percentage increase. Who has the highest salary at the end of 2 years and who has the least salary at the end of 2 years? So they all started with the same salary, same initial salary. So highest increase H will get and lowest increase J will get. Topic over. Because this 9 is the highest over here and 5 is the highest increase over here. So this will be H and this will be J. H and J, you know how F and J? No need to assume Q. Q is not even needed in the question. So if you assume Q, suppose you assume Q as 10, your calculations will actually go up. तुमको तो सिर्फ ये नंबर में इंटरेस्ट है 6, 8, 9, 8, 5. That's it. Why waste time? No, your calculations are unnecessary. I'll explain the whole thing again if you want. If you use the successive percentage change ka formula over here, what will you get? Successive percentage ka formula is A plus B plus AB by 100%. Pay attention, everybody, okay? This is the successive percentage change ka formula. If I apply it for F, what will I get? A plus B will be 2Q plus 6. Then AB will be Q square plus 6Q plus, sorry, this is 5, my bad. This is 5 plus 5 upon 100. Okay. Now, if you notice what is going to happen for everybody else, whether I do it for G, now ये F का था, अगर G का करूंगा तो भी यहाँ पे 2Q plus 6 आएगा. plus q square plus 8q, sorry, 6q plus 8 upon 100. So my point is this number is same, this number is same, this all is same, 100 is same. Only this number changes for everybody. For f, this number is 5. For g, that number is 8. For h, it is 9. Then again 8 and then 5. So highest will be h and lowest will be j or f, both. Are we clear? So no need to do any other calculation. You have to just understand that ये पूरा same था. This is very similar to an actual XAT question. So if done smartly, this is a very, very easy question. Okay, let's go to the next question. Next one. Okay, I have kept some questions theta because I don't want you to use options. That's the whole logic. Okay, nothing else. XAT में theta नहीं आता है. So, I'm going to, Sarvesh, I'm going to talk about what you're saying, FML or XAT thing, and I know love for reference logic. We'll come to that discussion in some time, Sarvesh. Just remind me towards the second half of the class. Okay. A company employs 5 helpers, 3 officers, and 2 managers. Each helper earns 12,000 per month. Each officer earns 25,000 per month, and each manager 45,000 per month. Considering all 10 employees, by how much does the mean salary exceed the median salary? So, pehle let's concentrate on the mean. Mean is nothing over here but the weighted average. 5 helpers. I'm not going to take the thousands in my calculations. I'll take it later. So, 5 multiplied by how much? 12. 12,000 था ना, तो मैं से 12 ले रहा हूँ. 5 multiplied by 12. Officers के लिए it is 25,000. So 3 into 25 plus 2 managers के लिए 2 into 45 divided by 10 people. 3 plus 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 2, 10. Right? So how much does this come to? This comes to 60 plus 75 plus 90 upon 10. That's 150, 150 plus 75, 225. Is there some mistake in my calculation? People are getting a different answer. 5 12s are 60, 3 20, yeah, 90. So basically we have 150, 225 divided by 10, that is 22.5 thousand. So अगर मैं अभी thousands डाल दूं, तो it will become 2250. One second. Yeah. 22.5 thousand. That will become 22,500 is my mean. What about my median? Median comes when you arrange things in a ascending or descending order. So how many 12,000s were there? 2 12,000s. Then there were 3 25,000s. And remaining all were 45,000, which were, sorry, 12,000 were 5. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. इससे ज़्यादा लिखने की जरूरत भी नहीं है. Median of 10 values. Median of 10 values will be fifth and sixth value का average. तो fifth ये है, sixth ये है, इन दोनों का average. So 37 का 12 plus 25 divided by 2. That will be 37 divided by 2. 37 divided by 2 will be 18.5, 18,500. 18.5 है. If you were doing everything in decimal, your difference is 4. But because it is 1000, answer is 4,000. Again, a straightforward question from XAT. If I see such a question in XAT, I definitely want to do it. That's my call. Any doubts, anybody? Okay, let's go to the third question. Decision making, we have the class as usual. As I've been saying last time also, decision making will be your make and break section. How long will the season be? Chalo, let's see the next one. Again, should be a very, very straightforward question. Initial some questions are very straightforward. So what I will do is I will group all the sevens together. क्यूब रूट तो है ही, उसको तो मैं एंड में लूंगा. तो यहाँ पे एक 7 raised to a है, 35 में भी 7 है, तो 7 raised to b+1 है, into 5 raised to b+1. 20 is 4 5s are, so 4 is 2 square. One second, just wait. 4 is 2 square raised to c plus 2 into 5 raised to c plus 2. And the whole thing is raised to 1 upon 3. So it's a very straightforward question. If I add the indices of 7, I'll get a plus b plus 1 upon 3. Has to be an integer because the answer is a whole number. This part has to be an integer. Now you can start using options a plus b plus. So a plus b can be from the options the way I'm looking at it, a plus b can be 5. And a plus b, if you think very carefully, 5 is only then one option. In an exam situation, only option E satisfies. I would not even waste my time checking anything else. And that's my answer, E. Okay? Chalo, try the next one and try smartly. Don't do unnecessary long method. Try a smart method for this question. I want people to think of this question very smartly. Good, Shresom. Good, Piyush. Okay, a lot of people have got the answer. I'll discuss my approach. Then you'll see whether you all did something similar. We'll discuss it. Okay, first of all, they had asked me to find 40% of y. 40% is 2 by 5 of y. So if the option is this, if my option is 2 by 5y, what is y? 5 by 2. So what I would have done was quickly made 5 by 2 of everything. If I make 5 by 2 of 12, it will become 30. 5 by 2 into 12 will become 30. 5 by 2 of this will become 40. 5 by 2 of this will become decimal. So इसको तो मैं end में सोचूंगा कि जरूरत है कि नहीं. 5 by 2 of this is also a decimal. So I'll come to this at the end maybe. 5 by 2 of this, 5 by 2, so 50. So these were the three options I had, which I wanted to really check. Now, they have said he marks up the price by y% and then gives a discount of half y%. Okay. So simply if I have to make a profit of 12%. So 100 से शुरू करके I should reach 112. First, I have to increase by y%. Suppose if I start with y as 50, just to explain to you. So this becomes 150. 150 by 25% discount. 25% of 150 is a decimal. इसके ऊपर I have to give 25% discount. Okay. Because half of y. So 25% say answer will not come 112. So this is not my answer. 50 is not my fifth option is not my answer. If I start with 100 again, if I start with 100 again, what will I get? And if I start with 40, 100 will become 140 raised by 40%. Then I will give 20% discount. 20% of 140. is 28. So if I give 28 rupees discount, I'll get exactly 112. Answer is done. Answer is B. For those who do not understand 5 by 2, I will explain one more time. Pay attention. Question asked is find 40% of y. What is 40%? 2 by 5. So they've asked for this. That means the option is 2 by 5 y. So if I want to find y, I will do 5 by 2. So I did 5 by 2 for all the even options. Odd options को तो मैंने अभी देखा भी नहीं because लग नहीं रहा था आंसर है. Are we clear, Pratmesh, now? Sure. Very straightforward if you do it smartly. If you do it with equation, it's an unnecessary long quadratic equation. Okay. No, I started with 50. I did not even start with 30, 40, sorry. I started first with 50, then went to 40 and then to 30. So there is no standard rule to what to start with. It's just your gut feeling. Okay. Okay. Bad calculation, installment question with bad calculation. So calculator needed. So Shresom, you have to know in a pond question how much data is just beating around the bush, is making a story. So you have to just learn to avoid that story. That's the main part. I explained how I got 40 and 50. I did 5 by 2 of the option because the option was 0.4 y, 40% of y. So I just made the options multiply by 5 by 2. A little bit difficult calculation question. Let's see if anybody is able to get this. You have to do approximately, only then you will do fast. Options are pretty decently far away. One two कैसे आएगा? 12% is for the whole year, and these are monthly installments. A is wrong. A तो आंसर हो ही नहीं सकता. इनफैक्ट ये ऑप्शन सबसे इजीली एलिमिनेट हो जाएगा because your computer was 19,200. You've already paid 4,800, which means 14,400 is left. If there was no installment, means if there was zero interest, if the interest was zero, then the answer would be A. But there is 1% interest, 12% per annum will mean 1% per month. Okay. No, Paris, your answer is wrong. Janmesh, your answer is wrong. Okay, everybody pay attention to my method. मैंने पहले भी एक बार बताया था मेरा इंस्टॉलमेंट का मेथड थोड़ा अलग है. If I assume the installment as x, my method is this: x, first x or the last x remains as it is, plus x into 1% है. So 1% will become 1.0, 1.01 raised to 1 plus x into 1.01 raised to 2 plus x into 1.01 raised to 3 plus x into 1.01 raised to 4 is equal to 14,400 into 1.01 raised to 5. Simply every single time you use this method, you will get the answer. Okay? ये तो 1.01 ही आएगा. ये approximately 1 point कितना आ रहा है? How much is 1.01 into 1.01? Approximately, I think 1.02. These are approximate calculations. 1.02. This is approximately 1.03, 1.04, and this is approximately 1.05. You can solve it. ये पूरा मिला के 5.1x आएगा. Yeah, I know there is a lag and there is some issue. We are not able to still fix the issue, but lag का कुछ कर नहीं सकते. Is 14,000 into 1.05. 14,400, not 14,000. 14,400. Solve this on the calculator and get me the answer. Yeah, it's a G. You can use G ka formula if you. Yeah, installment is equal only. Installment every month I pay X only. But the calculation is this. Now you get approximately, when you solve this, you get 2967 के आसपास approximately. So answer is B option. Everybody clear? ये installment का जो formula है, I want everybody to understand that, very important that is. Okay? If you get an installment question, you should be able to do it. Shresom, exactly what you were asking me some time back. Look at the whole question. Story देखो कितना बड़ा story है. 1.01 because 1% था. अगर 10% होगा तो 1.1 होगा. And so on. Learn to read the question carefully and just try what part of the question is useless. No, I didn't get any values. That was just approximately. Okay, let's start with this question. So basically, on the top, I will have one marble. उसके नीचे दो marble. उसके नीचे तीन. Then 4, 5, and so on. Can you make a function or a formula like how we do in APGP? कितनी marbles है totally? पहले रो में एक marble है. सेकेंड रो में दो मार्बल्स है. थर्ड रो में तीन मार्बल है. फिर चार है. So what is the formula for this? We should know a direct formula for this, na? What is the formula, everybody, for 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 till suppose n number of marbles are there? Sum of natural numbers n into n plus 1 upon 2. Right? So now they have said initially the total number of marbles were less than 200. Maximum 200. And now she has 171 marbles. So what is your logic? If you just try a little bit randomly, we know that the initial number is between 171 and 190. So you can try random numbers now because I know this calculation, so I'm doing it directly for that. So if I start with n as 19, initially 19 into 20 upon 2, 190 marbles were there. We can say there were 190 marbles, right? Now listen to this carefully, okay? Now, but what if n was 18? Can we try? What is 18 into 19 upon 2? exactly 171. Not possible. Why is this not possible? Because they have said that, read the question carefully. So she uses the marble during classroom games. That means she cannot start with 171 and have 171. So 171 is not possible. So hence, initially she had 190 marbles, because if I take NS20, it will go above 190. So initially there were 190 marbles. She starts removing from the top. I would suggest the remaining part do manually. Don't try to make a formula. Now we know ye the hi nahi. Okay. We know she's left with 171 marbles. 171 marbles बचे, उसका मतलब क्या हुआ? 19 marbles are used. 19 marbles used. If 19 marbles are used, from the top, she will remove one marble पहले. Second में से दो. इसका ओरल कैलकुलेशन करते रहो. 3, 4, 5. If I remove 5 rows, 15 marbles are gone. If I remove 5 rows, 15 marbles are gone. 3 5s are 15. From the next row, she has not removed all. She could remove 6, but she has not removed 6. She has removed only 4. That means ये row में अभी भी 2 marble बची है. Right? So what can I say? Out of 19, 5 rows are completely gone. Initially 19 rows were there. 5 rows are completely gone. Read the question carefully. All those who are saying option is C have missed out one small thing. Okay. Option is not C. They have asked for how many rows of marbles, complete plus partially filled row, must the student have seen. So we have to count this half row also. So therefore answer is 14. Did you all understand this question, everybody? Nice, interesting question. Right? So XAT is not an exam where you want to rush yourself. XAT is definitely an exam where you want to get your question definitely right. Okay? This is actual XAT question. XAT 2019. So Shresham, that's my problem. You were in CAT also, you were not supposed to solve questions under a minute. There was never a rush. You should have taken that 90 seconds, got those 15 questions comfortably, and got a very good percentile. So I'll just wait for some people to give me an answer. Yeah, the entire course will be available on YouTube, but the dashboard, you'll have to register yourself. Okay, 3 people have given me the answer. Looks right. Nice. Good. Most of the people have given the right answer. I'm happy. So the main thing over here was to understand what is the relation between the two. So I remember when I tried this question for the first time, my hint was that I just went to the rough work and I took square of this. मैंने बोला देखते क्या हो रहा है. 7 प्लस 4 रूट का स्क्वायर लिया. So what is 7 plus 4 root 3 का square? And I expanded it, I got what? 49 plus 48, that is a square plus b square, plus 2ab, that became 56 root 3. The main hint came from this part. So I could make out that iska square, obviously there was square root, but still I just thought, that's how I thought. Okay. Now, Ananya, thank you, Ananya. Now, if I look at the numerator, what will I get? Think a little bit. I'll get log. I can write the numerator as, because iska square ye hai. So with a minus sign, the only change will be there'll be a minus sign in between. So it will be log of 7 minus 4 root 3, the whole square. The numerator becomes log of 7 minus 4 root 3, the whole square. Denominator will become log of root 7 plus 4 root 3. I can remove the root and I can write it as raised to half. So 7 plus 4 root 3 raised to half. Using the basic rules of log, 2 comes in the front, 2 log 7 minus 4 root 3 upon 2 log 7 plus 4 root 3. This is the lag is the issue which I was telling you. This is 7 plus 4 root 3. Okay. Sorry, this is not 2, this is half. XAT will ask one log question according to me. So we'll get 4 on the top. Now comes the main step. Now this is where you just have to have that affinity for numbers, as I call it. थोड़ा समझ में आना चाहिए कि 7 minus 4 root 3 और 7 plus 4 root 3 का relationship क्या है. Like for example, if you multiply 7 minus 4 root 3 into 7 plus 4 root 3, what do you get? Let's try and understand that. Pay attention to this step, everybody. Yeah, they're conjugate, that is fine. Conjugate is not the important part. They are a conjugate, I understand. But if I multiply these two, what do I get? Let's check. It is a minus b into a plus b. We know formula is a square minus b square. And that hint also came from here. It is 49 minus 48, which is 1. That means 7 plus 4 root 3 and 7 minus 4 root 3 ka product is 1. So can I say, therefore, if their product is 1, can I say 7 minus 4 root 3 is nothing but 1 upon 7 plus 4 root 3? 7 minus 4 root 3 is nothing but 1 upon 7 plus 4 root 3. Or I can say 7 minus 4 3, 7 minus 4 root 3 is same as 7 plus 4 root 3 raised to minus 1. थोड़ा lack of space है, just excuse me for that. वो raised to minus 1 है. So over here in my question, instead of this part, this half will go up, this will become 4. Can I write log of 7 plus 4 root 3 raised to minus 1? Right? Upon the denominator that remains as it is, only log of 7 plus 4 root 3. So we got that much. Now, the minus 1 will come in the front, everything else will cancel out, and that is why the answer is minus 4. See, I know the students who understood it right at the first step will feel, that, oh, this is too long. But understand that everybody wants to understand the question. This is the way it is to be done actually. Okay? So, ये जो step था ना, ये बहुत important था. Just have a look at this step and keep this in your mind. I like this step a lot. I like this question really a lot because the way they framed it. How they made reciprocals of each other, एक का square दिया. Okay? Everybody clear now? चलो, आई गो अहेड। कम ऑन, ये तो हमने बहुत बार किया है ऑलरेडी. Even after I joined iQuanta also, I did this type of question 2-3 times. Yeah, Shreysom, I agree. If see, it's this question, Shreysom, was not only about logs. There was a good amount of indices and surds also needed. You needed to understand the logic of indices and surds also. Uh, Shravi, I would have put that question at level B. Because see, Auric, right now, a lot of people are able to do it. Maybe because they've seen a similar question. As I've told you earlier also, when you do a PYQ, what happens, no? You've seen similar question. But जब पहली बार वो CAT में आता है, जैसे मैं बोल रहा हूँ, तुम लोग all of you are cribbing so much about CAT 25, right? You're all saying the questions are difficult, ये वो. अगर मैं CAT 30 के लिए जब पढ़ाऊंगा ना, and I will, whenever CAT 20-30 के लिए I'll teach, no? And they will look at that CAT 25 of questions, they'll say, oh sir, what simple paper it was. Okay, two different answers I'm already getting. Okay, let's look at the number line. What will I get if I make my number line? There'll be minus 98 on the number line, minus 96, minus 94, dash, dash, dash. Okay, up till minus 4. Pay attention, I'm explaining the logic, okay? Now, I've explained this many times. I want the function to be less than 0. That means on the right side of minus 4, it will never satisfy. Because if I get to the right side of minus 4, all of them will become positive. All of them will become positive, and because of which, if all are positive, it will be greater than 0. So if there's a cross over here, there'll be a tick over here, cross, again minus 8 के इन दोनों के बीच में क्रॉस, यहाँ पे tick, and so on. So can you now start counting which numbers are you getting? So you can see you will get minus 4 or minus 6 के बीच में you will get minus 5. Minus 7 is not allowed because there's a cross over here. Then minus 9 is allowed, which means at a difference of 4 it is allowed. Then minus 13 will be allowed, minus 17 will be allowed, and so on. You just have to be careful which will be my last number. Okay, will it be, obviously यहाँ cross आएगा, otherwise answer would be infinite. So यहाँ पर ठीक है, which means the last number will be minus 97. Now, if I forget the minus signs, because मुझे तो numbers count करने हैं, अगर मैं negative sign को भूल जाऊं, तो this is 4 ones are 4 plus 1. This is 4 twos are 8 plus 1. This is 4 threes are 12 plus 1. Up till 4 24s are 96 plus 1. And now I can so easily see the answer is 24 because 4 ones are से लेके 4 24s are. So no confusion only. Just do everything detail में. Okay, everybody clear? 24. Just quickly let me know. Yeah, I had lot of different. Prathamesh, I am not even debating your approaches. Everything is right. But my whole point is, okay, why minus 7 is not there? If you look the tick cross method, यहाँ पे क्रॉस है तो यहाँ पे टिक आएगा, फिर यहाँ पे क्रॉस आएगा, फिर यहाँ पे टिक आएगा, and that is why minus 7 पे क्रॉस है. Can you see that? I've explained tick cross earlier. If you want, later somewhere during one of the class or maybe even today, at the end of the class, I'll explain tick cross one more time. Chalo. A good question from probability, right? एक बार I'm showing the last value for somebody's asked the logic, so just pay attention. जिसको कल snap seriously देना है can attend should study for snap and they can see this lecture later. Shashank, I explained the trick cross logic. If you want, I'll explain it one more time as I said towards the end. Okay. Yeah. Anybody answer for this question? But Shashank, you don't need to do all that. Just apply tick cross approach. Every time works. Okay. A software engineer, Meera, urgently needs to access to a critical online tool for a project deadline. The tool is hosted across 4 different servers, X, Y, Z, W, and she can log in through any one of them. However, due to heavy global traffic, each server may fail at any time. The probability that the 4 servers remain active during a login attempt are so much. Probability that they are active is so much. What is the probability that Meera will successfully access the tool? Now, probability that you will access the tool successfully is always 1 minus probability of failure. So, probability of success is 1 minus probability of failure. So, all the tools will fail. Try it with that way. I'll be just back in a second. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. So, 1 minus probability of failure. So, what will I get? 1 minus, what is the chance of failing? 1 minus 0.5, that is 0.5. 1 minus 0.7, 0.3, 0.6, and 0.4. Right? So, what will you get? You will get 1 minus 5 3 are 15, 15 6 are 90, 90 4s are 360. Right? With 4 decimals. So 0.0360 and then subtract it, you will get your answer. So it's actually 0.036. Everybody got the answer C. Chalo, understood the logic? No? Okay, one more part. That will ask some probability. So please revise probability. For CAT, I had only told people don't revise probability. Probability is a waste. CAT में आता ही नहीं है. But ZAT में definitely थोड़ा सा probability आएगा. तो एक बार अच्छे से probability को revise कर लो अच्छे से. I hope you all know that today is a mixed lecture and every Friday or Saturday I'll be taking this mixed lecture. Okay, one more nice question. Let's see if you all can get it. Yes, Bayes theorem should be revised. Bayes theorem basic probability है. ZAT में probability का एक question आएगा मेरे हिसाब से आस्था. Because So let me explain the logic. What you're asking, sir, failure gets multiplied but not success, because the logic is think like that. When you enter a room, suppose your room has 8 lights. When all 8 are lit, also 1 minute, everybody can stop. I'll just discuss a little bit. If all 8 are lit, we say the room is lit. 7 are lit and 1 is off, we still say the room is lit. Even if 1 is lit, we say the room is lit. So when, like in the previous question, if I want to say probability of the room is lit, the long method will be what? 1 lit, 7 unlit, 2 lit, 6 unlit, and so on. But the easier method will be 1 minus probability of the room is dark. And room is dark means all are not working. Is that clear? I don't remember your name. Yeah, you should change your name. आप वो learning co-pilot इतना weird है. Just give me your name again one more time. Okay. I don't remember the answer for this question. We will discuss as we go ahead. So I don't remember it. Remember it. I don't know what method you'll use, but there's a good method for this question. The best way to do this question, according to me, pay attention. यहाँ पे, for the first function, take x as 1. Let me explain. Sorry, take x as 0. For the first function, take x as 0. What will happen if you take x as 0? If you take x as 0, you'll get g of 2. So you'll get g of 2 is 0 minus 0 plus m1. So you'll get g of 2 is m1. In the second function, take x as 1. And again, you will get g of 2 only. You will get 1 minus 12 plus m2. So m2 minus 11. This is also g of 2. This is also g of 2. So they both are equal. So m1 is equal to m2 minus 11. m1 is equal to m2 minus 11. And therefore, what we want to find, m2 minus m1 is equal to 11. Answer is option E. Did anybody do this method? The main trick over here was तुमको सिर्फ इतना ही सोचना था कि कौन से नंबर से यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे सेम आंसर आएगा. And this is not the only number you could have used. You could have used some other numbers also maybe. So for example, you can take any other number also and reach this. So just long होगा but explain कर रहा हूँ खाली तुमको दिखाने के लिए. For example, if I take x square as 4, that means I'll get g of 5 over here. So if x square is 4, x raised to 4 is 16. 16 minus 12 for the 48 plus m2, right? So that will be g of 5 will be m2 minus 32. G of 5 will be m2 minus 32. Now मुझे वहां पे भी g of 5 चाहिए, यहां पे भी, तो I have to use XS3. So I'll get g of 5 is 9 minus 30 plus m1. So I'll get m1 plus 21 and just equate them. m1 minus 21 is m2 minus 32. Minus 21 plus 32 is equal to m2 minus m1. You get your answer, 11. So that was not the only number you have to use. You could use any other number also. Okay. Chalo, next one. Basic usage of binomial. Just use it carefully. The middle term over here will be nothing but the sixth term. That is T6. ओ बी एंड सी दोनों सेम है. माई मिस्टेक. थोड़ा गलती हो गया है. दैट्स ओके, बट दैट्स ओके. या माई बैड, सॉरी. सो T6 अकॉर्डिंग टू द फॉर्मूला इट विल बिकम व्हाट? TR plus 1 का फॉर्मूला है. सो R is 5. NCR, that will be 10C5 into 7x raised to 5 into 7x raised to 5 into minus 2y raised to 5. So just be careful about the calculation now. We know that the answer has to be negative. How much is 10C5? 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 upon 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 5 twos are 10, 10 cut. 4 ones are 4 twos are cut. 3 ones are 3 twos are cut. So what are we left with? 63 fours are. 63 fours are is 252. Right? So 252 into 7 raised to 5 into 2 raised to 5. Calculations karna hai. Answer is B or C. Both are the same option. Any one of them is your answer. Okay, everybody clear? E is not correct. E में negative sign नहीं है. चलो. So you all should know binomial. ऐसा कुछ आ सकता है एग्जाम में. B or C, anyone? It was my error. XAT will have a calculator. Yes. Chalo, one nice question again. Let's see if you can get this. Good, lot of people have got it. I'm happy. Both angles 40, 45 degrees. Both the angles which are equal will be 45 degrees each. Now I will have to use the formula. Area of a triangle is half AB sine theta. Okay. So area of the full triangle is half into 8 into 10. Half into 8 into 10 is the area of the full triangle. Will be equal to half into 8 into BD into sine 45 plus the area of the other triangle will be half into BC into BD, that is 10 into BC, 10 into, I mean BD, sorry, into sine 45. Now, once we've got that much, it's just about solving. पहले तो half कट हो जाएगा सब कुछ, सब साइड पे half कट हो जाएगा. So 80 is equal to sine 45 is 1 upon root 2. 8 upon root 2 BD plus 10 upon root 2 BD. That will be 18 BD upon root 2. So BD will be 80 root 2 upon 18, which will be BD. 9s are 40. Okay. Any other method people have used? Somebody has used cosine rule. People are saying they have used cosine rule. Ek minute, Aditya, I want to just see what you're saying. 2AB upon A plus B into cos of angle B by 2. Wow. So, I don't know where did you apply that from, but I'm just thinking. Okay, I thought this was a much easier approach. Anybody else wants to discuss any other approach? Cosine rule, I know, दोनों के लिए same angle, but बहुत लंबा है ना cosine rule, unnecessary, Pratmesh. Because there are two other missing things. Your call. I found this easier, so I thought I've just done this. Cosine rule is also not wrong, but I would have done this. Next one. Smart question. Pay attention very carefully. There's a catch exactly the way there were catches in some of the couple of questions of CAT this year. Okay. A lot of people have got the right answer. Pay attention. Some people are saying A, some people are saying B, and some people are saying C. Okay, let's understand the question. There were two parts of the question first. One is we need to, before even we start the question, we should know the range X. Now, if you look at this, we know that this will always be positive. Mod of something will always be positive. Listen to, now everybody's done the question, now pay attention. Stop chatting and pay attention. We know mod will always be positive. That means this 3x plus 6 will have to be less than or equal to 0, because mod can be latest, the maximum, lowest value mod can take is 0. So 3x plus 6 will have to be less than or equal to 0. Has everybody understood this part first? Just say yes or no. Have you all understood 3x plus 6 is less than 0? Right? So can I say if I divide this by 3, x plus 2 is less than 0, and therefore x is less than or equal to minus 2. So x has to be less than or equal to minus 2. That's the first thing I know. So मेरे क्वेश्चन में एक दिमाग में आ गया है कि x will have to be less than minus 2. अब मैं बाकी का सब कुछ नॉर्मली मॉड की तरह ओपन करूंगा इसको. So once I'll open up the mod positive, and the second time I'll open up the mod negative. So if I open up the mod positive, what will I get? I'll get x square minus 7x plus 10 plus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0, right? So now what will I get? I'll get x square minus 4x plus 16 is equal to 0. Now, if you find the delta for this equation, delta b square minus 4ac, because we want the roots to be real. So delta has to be greater than 0. So delta क्या आएगा इसका b square minus 4ac. So delta is coming negative. And because delta is coming negative, what do I come to know over here? Roots will not be real. इस वाले केस के लिए no point taking them at all. What about the second part? When I will open up the mod as negative, so I'll get negative x square plus 7x minus 10 plus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. So I'll get x square minus 10x plus 4. Right? Am I correct? 10x so minus 10x minus 4 ka plus 4, right? Is equal to 0. Now, over here, lot of people would say, okay, iske roots real are rahe, iska delta b square minus 4ac minus 16 is 84. So b square minus 4ac is coming as positive. Lot of people would have marked b as the option, but that's incorrect. We will also have to check this condition which was given to us right at the start. So hence I'll have to actually find x using formula method. X is minus b, that will be 10 plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac, that is 84 only, upon 2a, which is 2. If I solve this further, 84 is 2 root 21. So x becomes 10 plus or minus 2 root 21 upon 2. So x becomes 5 plus or minus 2 root 21 is what I get. Now, if you think a little bit carefully, for this, both these values are not less than minus 2. 5 plus root 21, so obviously is a larger value, positive value, but even 5 minus root 21 is greater than 0. And hence it does not satisfy this condition, and therefore the answer is 0. So Aditya, in a XAT paper, definitely yes. XAT paper, I will definitely want to spend that 2.5 minutes and get this question correct. या एक माइनस टू एक माइनस ले भी कर सकते हैं फिगर में. Okay, next question. That penalty to the bhul jao. Just forget that penalty. You should not even think about that penalty of 0.1. Anybody answer for this question? Okay, Vishesh seems to have got the question. Good. Priya's got the question. Nice. The question was very, very easy because of the options. Parents and why. What will we want 1 upon S1. So what will be 1 upon S1 pehle? It will be 1 upon, sorry, it will be 7 upon. First term when I take n as 1, it will be 6 into 7 plus 7 upon 7 into 8 plus 7 upon 8 into 9 plus 7 upon 9 into 10 up till up somewhere. We don't know where. Okay. Now up till whatever kth term. So the last two terms are k plus 6 and k plus 5 and k plus 6. Now, the rule, if you remember, which I have explained to you earlier also for such a series, the shortcut which I've explained is just add all the numerators. You just need to add all the numerators. So 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, k times, right? Because we are going till the kth term. So my numerator will actually become 7k. No, it will not become 7k. Once again, yeah. So logic is I'm looking at this 1506. Now use options. Suppose if I use the first option, 2000 लिया मैंने, तो यहाँ पे एक 2005 आएगा, एक 2006 आएगा. 2006 will not cut to give you 1506. 2006 will not cut to give you 1506. So I would use 1500 now. Let's check what happens because 1500 का तो आ रहा है मेरा, clear दिख रहा है मुझे. So 7 upon 6 into 7 plus 7 upon 7 into 8 dash dash dash. This will become 1505 into 1506. Now, tell me what will happen. These are 1500 terms. That means my numerator will be 7 into 1500 upon first term of the first denominator into last term of the last denominator. Is it matching? Is it matching with my answer? Okay. 6 ones are 6 250s are 1750 upon 1506. The main hint was this 1506. That was a nice number. Without that hint and without option, this would have been a bad question. Everybody clear? Everybody? Have you all got it? Okay. Next one. PQRS is a quadrilateral whose diagonals are perpendicular, intersecting at O. PQ is 16, QR is 12, RS is 20. Find the area of the circumcircle which circumscribes triangle POS. तो इस triangle का circumradius find करना है. Capital R for triangle PRS. Okay, what is the property we will have? So only one person I think has given the right answer. What is the property you have when the diagonals meet at 90 degrees? When the diagonals meet at 90 degrees, the property is, listen to the property everybody, जिसको नहीं याद एक बार सुन लो. Sum of the squares of the opposite sides are equal. That means if I took this side as x, I took the last side as x, then I will get x square plus 12 square. So I'll get x square plus 12 square is 20 square plus 16 square. So x square will be equal to 400 plus 256 minus 144. Solve it out. 400 plus 256 is 656. 656 minus 144. 512. Therefore, x will become 16 root 2. X will become 16 root 2. After that also some people were stuck. Some of you might have got this much but still stuck after that. I got all three sides. Okay. I don't need all the three sides. In a right angle triangle, if you remember, the circumradius is half of the hypotenuse. In a right angle triangle, the circumradius is half of hypotenuse. This is only in a right angle triangle. So circumradius becomes 8 root 2. And once I got circumradius, area is pi r square. Anuj, you'll have to write somebody, don't spam it over here. Okay, 8 root 2 square will be 128 pi. So area will be 128 pi. Okay. So answer is option B. काफी सिंपल सा arithmetic question है. Come on, let's see if you can get it. It is I have mentioned the property that when the diagonals meet at 90 degrees, sum of the squares of the opposite sides are equal. यानी अगर मैं चार साइड्स को ए बी सी डी ले रहा हूं तो ए स्क्वायर प्लस सी स्क्वायर विल बी इक्वल टू बी स्क्वायर प्लस डी स्क्वायर. Yeah, this is a pretty straightforward one. A salesman sells two kinds of trousers, cotton and woolen. Pair of cotton trouser is sold at 30% profit while woolen trouser is sold at 50% profit. The salesman has calculated that if he sells 100% more woolen trousers than cotton trousers, his overall profit will be 45%. That means if the ratio is 2:1, if the ratio is 2:1, he will make 45% profit. What does that tell us? From where does that? So basically that part gives you the relationship. Because दोनों का cost price same नहीं है. Understand that the cost price is different. Okay. Nobody else got the answer. Only two people have got the answer. Raja, I'll definitely before the next class get that solved. Okay, I think we are back. Let's start. Can you all hear me? Can you just give me a quick confirmation? Okay, great, great. Let's start. So basically, on initially the plan was that on cotton trousers there was going to be 30% profit, and here there was 50% profit, and we are going to sell 100% more woolen than cotton, right? So this was going to be in the ratio 2:1 this way, and now because of which he was going to make 45% profit, right? That will be how much? If you just do regular, that 30 ones are 30 plus 130, so 45 nahi aata hai, divide by 3, which also means that there is a relation between the pricing. And hence, when I do it in the ratio 3 is to, he set up saying only 50% more, he's 50% more cotton than wool. So cotton to woolen का ratio next time is 3:2. यहाँ पे woolen to cotton का ratio was 2:1. Okay. Is everybody clear with this question? Should I just go ahead? We missed something in between. Chalo. The answer for this question is 40%. If you have a doubt, we'll discuss it later. Chalo. Let's start with the next one. उस क्वेश्चन को अगर कोई डाउट हो we'll discuss that, no worries. Let's first just go ahead with the regular case. 24, 32, 40. I think is a multiple of 6, 8, 10 या 3, 4, 5 का multiply होगा. Basically ये हो गया 3 8 जा, ये हो गया 4 8 जा, और ये हो गया 5 8 जा. So this is a multiple of, this is 24, 32 and 40. Right angle triangle है. A perpendicular is dropped from B meets the side AC at D. So this is AC, this is B. Perpendicular from B meets AC at D. Okay. A circle with radius BD is drawn. If the radius cuts AB and BC at P and Q, find the ratio BP to QC. So this is how the circle will cut. It cuts over here at P and over here at Q. And this is what we need to find. Now, first, can you find BD very easily? BD कितना आएगा? Quickly, somebody tell me how much is BD coming out to be? 40 into BD will be 24 into 32. 40 into BD will be 24 into 32. Same triangle का area. 4 tens are 4 6 are. No, it doesn't come 20. 192 divided by 10, BD will come 19.2. BD will come out to be 19.2. Once I got BD as 19.2, 2. I know this much is also 19.2. This is also the radius. So ye AP, they want what? BP to QC. So BP is also 19.2. So numerator comes that. Upon QC will be 32 minus 19.2. So 19.2 upon 12.8. Right? This is 64 threes are, 64 twos are. Answer is the third option. Everybody got this question? Okay, let's go ahead. Similar to CAT 25 question. Slot 3, I think so. Not exactly same, but similar on those lines. CAT 2025 slot 3 का similar question था. Third, seventh, and ninth term. Third, seventh, and ninth term का total is 83, and S12 is 342. We need to find the sum of the first 8 terms. Let's quickly do it. This is A plus 2D, A plus 6D, A plus 8D is 83. That will be 3A plus 8, 8 plus 8, 16D is 83. Okay, S12 is 342. S12 will be what? N upon 2, that is 12 upon 2, 6 into bracket 2A, 6 in bracket 2A plus N minus 1, that will be 11D is equal to 342. 6 ones are, 6 fives are, 6 sevens are. So second equation is 2A plus 11D is 57. You have two equations. You can find A and D both. I think you're getting A as 1 and D as 5. Right? A is coming out to be 1. I'm not showing the solving. A is coming out to be 1. D is coming out to be 5. What do you want to find? Sum of the first 8 terms. Sum of the first 8 terms क्या आएगा? 8 upon 2, 4 into bracket 2A. 2A will be 2 plus 7D. 37 fours are 148. How many people got this question in CAT 25 correct? स्लॉट 3 में कौन था यहां से? ये क्वेश्चन नहीं आया था बट काफी सिमिलर आया था. कितने लोग को करेक्ट आया? Anybody got slot 3? This is the order. Okay, good. Yes, nobody else got the number question. Okay, got it. Great. Chalo, nice. Next one. This is also based on CAT 25 का slot 3 paper. Come on, next question. Answer anybody? Yes. Good, Shreshom. Anyone else? Nobody else is getting it? Come on, let me explain it. Enough time. चलो पे अटेंशन, बहुत स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन था. इसको अगर मैं ए लेता हूं, लेट एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस एट एक्स बी ए. तो अगर एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस एट एक्स ए है तो सेकंड ब्रैकेट ए प्लस सिक्स हो जाएगा. पे अटेंशन केयरफुली एवरीबडी. Which means my question will become root of a into a plus 6 plus 9 is 8456. Okay. Now, what will this bracket become? If I open this whole thing up, it will become a square plus 6a plus 9. This number is useless. Don't even bother about that number. तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? a plus 3 the whole square. When I take square and square root, this will become a plus 3. What was a? A का value was x square plus 8x. So I'll get x square plus 8x, x square plus 8x plus 3 minus 8456. That is minus 8453 is 0. Now this is the equation. You're not supposed to solve it. They want to find the sum of all real roots. So first of all, I just should find delta. What is delta? B square minus 4ac. यानी डेल्टा तो डेफिनेटली ग्रेटर देन जीरो है. सॉल्व नहीं करना है. डेल्टा इज डेफिनेटली ग्रेटर देन जीरो. So sum of the roots alpha plus beta is minus b by a. So answer is minus 8. Are we clear everybody? So Paris, how did you leave it in the exam? क्या हुआ एग्जाम में? एग्जाम में यहाँ पे खाली 1 था बस. उतना ही फर्क था और यहाँ पे x square plus 3x था. How did you understand now? So I thought ये भी एक slot 3 का decent सा question था. Next one. TSD. In a 1 mile race, Arjun can be given a head start of 240 meters by Bhishma. If Bhishma can give Karna a head start of 25 meters in a 200-meter race. Acha, by the way, when till here, I have a clarification. Everybody pay attention. When they say Arjun can give a head start, that means they both will finish together. So in short, Arjun can be given a head start. So in case 1, Bhishma will run the full 1 mile 1600. Arjun will run 1600 minus 240. 1600 में से 240 निकालेगा तो 1360 होता है. Right? Now, if Bhishma can give Karna a start of 25 meters in a 200-meter race. So when Bhishma runs 200 meters, Karna runs 25 less. So Karna runs 175. We can actually multiply this by 8. How much is 175? 8 za 200, 8 za 1600. So 175 8 za 200 kam hoga. That will be 1400, I think so. Are we clear till here? So this is not needed now. Once you get that 1400, this is not needed. Then who out of Arjun and Karna will win? So you can see clearly Karna is faster. Will win a race of 7 miles. And what will be the final lead by the winner from the loser? Now see, pay attention. When Karna runs 1400, when Karna runs 14 Arjun, difference between them is 40. Because they've asked only for difference, I'm going directly for difference. When Karna runs 1400, difference is 40. When they will run 7 miles, when Karna will run 7 miles, how much will be the difference? This is in meters, this is in miles, will not matter. 7 into 40 upon 1400 will be the answer. 0, 0 cut. 7 ones are 7 twos are 4 ones are 4 fives are. Answer is 1 upon 5. Answer will be 1 upon 5 miles. Let's go through this one more time. The calculation became so much simple. Karna will win by 1 upon 5 miles. So answer will be the B option. No, not B. Karna will win by 1 upon 5 miles. अच्छा option. अच्छा अच्छा what will be the lead बोला है. अच्छा 1 minute. हाँ नो प्रॉब्लम लैग है तो वापस कर दूंगा ये सम डोंट वरी. पहले मुझे सम देख लेना. देन हु आउट ऑफ अर्जुन एंड कर्ना विल विन अ रेस एंड व्हाट विल बी द फाइनल लीड गिवन बाय द विनर ओवर द लूजर. Karna will win with 1 upon 5 miles. So C option. Let me explain it more time because some people felt the lag and all that. ओके मीटर और माइल में फर्क क्यों नहीं पड़ा? बिकॉज पहले लाइन में दोनों का मीटर्स है, सेकंड लाइन में दोनों का माइल्स है. सो नो नीड टू कन्वर्ट. लेट्स गो थ्रू द होल थिंग वन मोर टाइम. Arjun can be given a head start of 240 by Bhishma. So when Bhishma runs 1600, Arjun runs 1360. In a 200-meter race, he can give him a start of 25. So अगर ये 200 है, Bhishma is running 200. Karan will run 175. Multiplied by 8 to make it equal. So this will become 1400. Multiplying by 8. So ये अपने को मिल जाता है. Now I need only Arjun and Karna. Arjun 1360 when Karna 1400. Difference was the main thing because the answer was asked for difference. Difference is 40. Who is going to win? Karna is going to win because he's faster. When Karna will run 7 miles, how much will be the difference? Solve it. Answer is option C. Everybody clear why that meter and mile was not a problem and how to do this question smartly? If you had not kept this 40, you would have unnecessary long calculations later. Again, simply, yeah. Now, again, simply something very similar to CAT 25 and which I had taken in my algebra marathon also. Something like this I had explained in the algebra marathon also. So I hope you all got it there also and we'll get it here also. I've changed the numbers obviously over here. And I don't know the answer because I've just made the question. स्लॉट 3 में x रेज टू 7 प्लस 1 अपॉन x रेज टू 7 मांगा था और यहाँ पे 7 के बदले में 25 था. सो स्लॉट 3 का क्वेश्चन ये था. x square plus 1 upon x square is 25. Find x raised to 7 plus 1 upon x raised to 7. This was slot 3. Now, based on that, how do you do this? Whenever you have such a question, first always find x plus 1 upon x. Because you will need that. So, x plus x square plus 1 upon x square plus 2 is 9. Adding 2 on both sides. So, x plus 1 upon x becomes 3. So, x plus 1 upon x is 3. Now, what do you want to find? You will first find cube and then cube ka cube. So, let's find cube. What will you get? A plus b the whole cube. A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b is 27. This cuts out. This answer is 3. So 27 minus 9. X cube plus 1 upon x cube is 27 minus 9 is 18. Again take cube. Some got different answer. Check your answer. If you take cube again, don't take square, directly take cube. So I get x raised to 9 plus 1 upon x raised to 9 plus 3 times x cube into 1 upon x cube into x cube plus 1 upon x cube is 18 cube. So this will cut out over here. This will be 54. So what answer you want? X raised to 9 plus 1 upon x raised to 9 is 18 cube minus 54. I don't know the calculation. I don't have it orally, so you can just try it on your own. Anybody can just tell me the calculation, so I'll just write it over here for the others. How much is 18 cube? 729 into 8. Anybody can give me the value of 18 cube? I'll write it over here. सब लोग 5832. Okay, great. So 5832 minus 54 is the answer. अगर ये फाइंड करना है तो थोड़ा ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम है, बट ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. तुमको क्यूब और रेज टू 4 फाइंड करना है एंड देन दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करना है. चलो, लेट्स गो अहेड. This is exact CAT 25 question. I put the same question because I wanted to discuss something over here. Now, what are the rules we know? Again, I'm just explaining this because CAT really checked you on these things this time. So first thing, what do you know? We know that this can never be negative. Yeah, I know most of the people remember the answer, but just pay attention to the logic. So x minus 3 has to be greater than 0. X minus 3 has to be greater than 0, right? Once I know x minus 3 is greater than 0, which means x is greater than 0, greater than 3, sorry. Okay. Now, that is the main important part you have to be careful about. Baki, the question was a regular log question. वो भी revise हो जाएगा. Let's pay attention. B and C gets eliminated immediately. Great. So these two options got eliminated. Now, let's look at this log A minus log B. Bring it on the left side. So get log of x square minus 9 divided by ho jayega, right? We know that when you subtract, it becomes division. So log of 1 minute. The lag has just increased a little bit. Just give me a second. Log of x square minus 9 upon x plus 1 to the base x minus 3. So it will go on the other side. It will become 2 log x minus 3. So this 2 goes on top. This becomes square. Log goes out. After the first two steps, logs is gone out of the question. So we are left with x plus 3 into x minus 3 is equal to x minus 3 the whole square into x plus 1. Now, can I cut x minus 3? Yes, because x minus 3 we know is not equal to 0. So 1 x minus 3 will cut. So I've got x plus 3 is equal to x square minus 2x minus 3. 0 is equal to x square minus 3x minus 6. At this step, lot of people would have made mistake. Lots. I'm telling you, so many people would have made a mistake. They would have marked -3 as the answer. बहुत जन ने गलती किया होगा. क्यों गलती किया होगा? Because they would have done alpha plus beta. That is why you should always do this पहले. So alpha plus beta नहीं करना था यहाँ पे. You have to find the value of x. X is -b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So it becomes 3 plus or minus root 33 upon 2. Now only 3 plus 33 root 33 will work. Minus will get discarded. ये slot 3 का था, slot 2 का नहीं था. 3 plus root 33 upon 2. Okay, and that is why answer is option A. I hope people do not make such mistakes in the future. Okay. ये भी CAT 25 slot 3 का question है. Good question of functions. That see some good questions, so I'm taking them up right now so that you all understand it. You all don't make mistakes like this. This is also a very good question, and I'm going to show you two methods to solve this question. Pay attention to both the method. Okay, what I do in the exam and maybe the student will do, both we can discuss. तो दो रूट तो ये है, 3 नॉट द अदर रूट. बाबा 3 तो था ही नहीं पहले से पॉसिबल. एक 3 प्लस रूट 33/2 है और एक 3 माइनस रूट 33/2 है. 3 तो पहले ही डिस्कार्ड हो गया था. Okay, now this question. No, I don't think so. Straight from A is the answer. No, Cyan, it will not be x is 3 because x cannot be 3. Because if x is 3, base becomes 0, which is not allowed. Log 0 is invalid. Right, Cyan, understood now? Okay, जो लोगों ने कर लिया है उनको फटाफट D आ गया है. Let's check for the others. Two methods, what I would do in the exam, what somebody else can do. If I'm calling this as y, I would have started with derivatives y dash u upon v ka derivative. What is u upon v ka derivative? But Cyan, x minus 3 got cut because x cannot be 3. That was the whole idea. Okay. So this I will get as 2x square plus 4x minus 6 into 2. Derivative लिया v into derivative of u minus u into derivative of v. I hope people know derivative a little bit. जिसको डेरिवेटिव नहीं आता है उनके लिए और एक मेथड है, रिलैक्स करना. I'll repeat this. V into derivative of u, 2x minus 3 का derivative 2, u into derivative of v, 4x plus 4 upon v square तो मैं solve भी नहीं करूंगा. Leave it as it is. Equate this to 0. So what will I get if I equate this to 0? I'll get 4x square plus 8x minus 12, 4x square plus 8x minus 12 minus 8x square minus 8x square. Let's check the other calculations. 8x minus 12x plus 8 minus 12 is minus 4, so it will become plus 4x minus 12 ka plus 12 is equal to 0. Yeah. Now what will I get? Minus 12 plus 12 is cut. So I get what? Negative 4x square plus 12x is 0. 12x. So if I take negative 4x common, so I'll get two answers. X is equal to 0 or x is equal to 3. I'll get two answers, x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 3. Now, what was the point? Now, pay attention to this method. I'll teach you what I would do in the exam. Huh? This is completely what I would have just done in the exam. Now, just put these values over here and let's see what do we get. One of them will be maxima, one of them will be minima. I am not worried about which is maxima, which is minima. Just go and put it in the x as 0. So, I'll get minus 3 upon minus 6. If I put x as 0, I'll get minus 3 upon minus 6, which is half. Right? So, I know half wala answer aega. Okay. So, half wala answer is either C or D. So, these options are eliminated. Then let's put x as 3 in the question. If I put x as 3 in the question, what will I get? 6 minus 3 is 3 upon 9 twos are 18. 18 plus 12. 18 plus 12 is 30. 30 minus 6 is 24. 3 upon 24 is 1 upon 8. Now I know 1 upon 8 का answer आएगा, and that is why I know these options. This is what I would do in the exam. Very clear. और एक मिनट सिखाने वाला हूँ, बट ये समझ लो, जिसको बेसिक डेरिवेटिव आता है, they should have done this much and should have eliminated the options. Do you want me to go through this one more time or have you understood? और एक मेथड डिस्कस करने वाला हूँ. चलो, let's discuss one more approach. One more approach, again taking this as y, cross multiply. Cross multiply, what will you get? You will get 2yx square plus 4yx minus 6y minus 2x minus 3 is 0. 2x square y, 2yx square plus 4yx minus 6y minus 2x minus 3 is 0. Let's make it a proper quadratic. So 2yx square will be my first term. Take these two terms together, take a x common. If I take a x common, I'll get 4y minus 2. I'll get 4y minus 2. Right? And last two terms minus 6y minus 3 is equal to 0. So this is the quadratic we have. What do we know for quadratic? Delta has to be greater than 0. Delta has to be greater than or equal to 0 in short. So let's find delta. B square minus 4ac has to be greater than or equal to 0. Let's go through this carefully again. I have written the whole equation for x in terms of y like this. B square minus 4ac greater than or equal to 0. Let's expand carefully. A lot of things will cut. If you want to cut now, later, whatever your choice. I would have cut it. I would have taken a 2 common and cut it, but it's okay. अभी नहीं दिखा रहा हूं मैं वो मेथड. 16y square minus 16y plus 4 minus minus plus 8 6 are 48y square. ब्रैकेट रखा है ना मैंने. ओ ये +3 था, सॉरी, माय बैड. Okay, 48y square and 8y into 3 plus minus minus 8 3s are 24y. So 16 plus 48 is 64y square minus 40y plus 4 greater than or equal to 0. Divide by 4, you'll get 16y square minus 10y plus 1 greater than or equal to 0. You can solve the quadratic by splitting a middle term. 16y square minus 8y minus 2y plus 1 greater than or equal to 0. right? And now you just solve it, you'll get the same logic, you'll get two answers. एक greater than, एक less than, एक half आएगा, एक 1/8 आएगा. और will I be able to complete it from here or should I complete it? चलो कर ही लेता हूं यार. 8y common, 2y minus 1, minus 1 common, 2y minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. 2y minus 1 into 8y minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. So हाफ और 1/8 में हाफ बड़ा है, तो y greater than half and y less than or equal to 1/8 perfectly gives you the option D. These are the two approaches which I could think of right now. Maybe over some time I might be able to think of one more approach, but right now के लिए मैंने ये approach देखा है. मैंने एक्चुअली ये नहीं सोचा कि डिनोमिनेटर को फैक्टराइज करके कुछ कर सकते हैं कि नहीं, वो एक मैंने अप्रोच अभी तक सोचा नहीं है. So maybe by factorizing the denominator, could I have done something? Okay, that is one approach. Chalo, let's go ahead. Somebody was talking about Bayes theorem, something like that. So I don't know what you're saying. Writing initially can't solve out y. How will you continue doing? I solve it there. No. fx बोलो या y बोलो, that's the same thing. या तो as I said, maybe denominator को factorize करके, denominator को perfect square करके कुछ approach कर सकते थे. But we'll think of that on some other day. चलो next question. बैग ए में रूबीज 3 है एंड एमरल्ड्स 4 है. बैग बी में 4 rubies and 5 emeralds. She takes out one gem at random from the bag and places it in bag B. She then again takes out one gem at random from bag B and places it in bag A. What is the probability the ratio of rubies to emerald in both the bags remain unaltered? Rubies to emerald in both the bags remain unaltered. चलो देखो क्या होता है, सोचो. रेशियो अनऑल्टर्ड करने का एक ही तरीका है इसमें. व्हाट विल दैट बी? इफ अ रूबी इज ट्रांसफर्ड, अ रूबी हैज टू कम बैक, एंड इफ एमरल्ड हैज ट्रांसफर्ड, एमरल्ड हैज टू कम बैक. पे अटेंशन, आई रिपीट. रेशियो सेम करने का एक ही तरीका है. इफ अ रूबी इज ट्रांसफर्ड, अ रूबी हैज टू कम बैक, एंड इफ एमरल्ड इज ट्रांसफर्ड, एमरल्ड हैज टू कम बैक. सो two cases. Case 1, ruby in bag 1, ruby in bag 1 multiply by ruby in bag 2, or emerald in bag 1 multiply by emerald in bag 2. So let's start. What is the probability of getting a ruby from bag 1? Bag 1 में 3 ruby है out of 7. If 1 goes there, bag 2 has 5 rubies, 5 out of 10. So it will be multiplied by 5 out of 10 plus emerald in bag 1, 4 out of 7. Emerald in bag 1 will be 4 out of 7. And emerald goes there, it will become 6 out of 10. अच्छा, वो गलती से ऑप्शन सेम हो गए, दैट्स ओके. So 15 plus 24. 15 plus 24 is 39. 39 by 70. That's your answer. Whether B or C, दोनों same है. Raja, what's the mistake you made? Check. Time and work question, not a very difficult question. And I think that's the last question for the day. Geometry में, from what I remember, Arav, Last year, I think there were 3 or 4 questions. Yeah, yeah, you can use the tree approach also in that question. Huh? I never use a tree approach so much. That's why I always use this approach. पीएनसी मुझे लग रहा है 2 क्वेश्चन आएंगे पीएनसी प्लस प्रोबेबिलिटी मिला के. क्या रिपीट करूं? Anybody answer this question? Last question for the day. Nobody's got the answer up till now. Very surprising. मुझे इतना difficult question लगा नहीं था. Shresom right now. Only one person given the answer. Second one, Raja's given now. Good. Paris. Great. Most of the people have started getting it right, so I'll just discuss it. No, this is not slot 3 or anything. This is a general question. Daksh is 3 times as efficient as E and F is twice as efficient as E. So my method of doing the sum, I would start with E as 1. I would take E as 1. E can do 1 unit, Daksh can do 3 units, and Farhan can do 2 units. Okay. All three start working. After 15 days, Farhan leaves the work. So Farhan is working for 15 days. So Farhan into 15 days. Daksh and Isha continue the work for some more days. Then 5 days before completion of the work, Daksh also leaves. And the remaining work is completed by Isha alone. So, and the entire work gets completed in 50 days. That means Isha works for 50 days and Farhan works 45 days because he leaves 5 days early. And this is the total work. Who has to do it at the end? Only Isha. So very straightforward question. 15 twos are 30, 50 ones are 50 प्लस दोनों जगह पे मैंने फरहान लिख दिया. यहाँ पे दक्ष है, सॉरी. Daksh is 345 are 135. So total work is 215. And because Isha का efficiency 1 लिया है हमने, therefore answer is also 215. Got that, everybody? Okay, I will do that right now. I will do the crisscross method right now. Just pay attention. So anybody wants to do the tick cross method with me one more time can wait. The others can leave. We'll catch up again next time. Want to do a revision of the tick cross method? You can wait. I'm just taking a random empty slide. Okay. Pay attention, everybody. एक random crisscross tick cross method का approach. Just making a random question. Suppose x minus 3 the whole raised to 3 into x plus 1 into x minus 5 upon x plus 2 is, say, less than or equal to 0. Suppose this is a question. Inequalities. So what we do for is you normalize the Quants. So x minus 5 है. So for x minus 5, you will plot 5 over here. X minus 3 के लिए you will plot 3 over here. X plus 1 के लिए you will plot minus 1. And x, समझो इसको x plus 4 कर देते हैं. X plus 4 के लिए we will plot minus 4. Clear? So, if I go to the right hand most side, all will be positive. So less than 0 के लिए it will not satisfy. So this will be a cross. As soon as you put this cross, you can put this tick. Now, what is the logic? Let me also explain the logic. If I took x as 4, if I take x as 4, all of them will be positive except 1. If I take x as 4, all will be positive except 1. And therefore, it will be less than 0. Then over here, cross, because now two negatives. यहाँ पे tick, यहाँ पे cross. So if I am looking for range answer, the range will be 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5. And between minus 1 and 4, I can't take minus 4. Because if I take minus 4, it will become not defined. So minus 4 less than x less than or equal to minus 1. Are we clear? And if you're looking for integral answers, then there will be a x is equal to 4 possible over here. 3, 4, 5. If the question was about integral answers, there will be 3, 4, 5. And over here, there will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Minus 4 will not satisfy. Arav, that question was very easy. खुद try करो. थोड़ा मेहनत खुद भी करना पड़ेगा आरव. 25 क्वेश्चन में से एक क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ, you are not able to do, then there's an issue. Okay, if you don't get it, we'll do it in next time. So, thank you everybody. Have a great day. Best of luck for Snap.